Good afternoon and welcome back to Asgard and welcome back to our All the Mods server play series. So, of course, last episode we were working a bit on abyssalcraft. We crafted our portal and everything, but before we get over there, you'll notice that I've been doing a lot of decorative work on the pillars and smoothing out ceilings. Also, if we pop up here, I've been working on a AE2 auto crafting. So trying to get some of that stuff set up for us. Basically everything that is involved with expanding our AE2 system is now automated. I also have it set up to keep... I've got really bad FPS here. I don't know why that is all of a sudden. But everything that we need to keep in stock, like all of our pure Sardis, our pure nether quartz, pure fluix, all that stuff, is now being kept in stock. Oh my gosh, this kills me because you can't like teleport when the FPS drops. I don't know. There we go. And now in here it's all better. I don't get it. It's like now near the AE system and near the mechanism processing, it starts acting up. But anyway, we're going to be going into the gate today and going into the first abyssalcraft dimension. There is 4 in total, by the way. So we're going to take some buckets with us. And then we're also, let's see, we need Power Stone Tracker. That's right. So this is just Eye of Ender with some of these Corellium gems around it. It's going to get you 4 of those. So let's go ahead and get, we'll get a stack, whatever. It's not like it really matters. Resources really aren't an issue for us, especially ender pearls and stuff. And then I also wouldn't mind having some kind of a ranged weapon, maybe. We'll see. Let's go with like, see, what guns do we have? Immersive Engineering and Reliquary. I wouldn't mind making the Reliquary one, but not right now. So we'll probably just make a new Bow of the Wyvern, I think, is what we'll do. So give me a second, let me get that crafted up. Okay, so we got that. And so let's grab our gateway key. I did take that stuff down. One thing I will really quickly show you is if you want Abyssal Stone, what you can do is you can just make yourself a portal and you can break it and get the Abyssal Stone because these do have infinite uses. So if you want Abyssal Stone, you can get it that way, but honestly, you might as well step through the portal. As you're about to see, you'll have Abyssal Stone for days. So you don't really have to worry about getting it that way. So we got the Welcome to the Wasteland achievement. And here we are. You'll notice that it's kind of a dark terrain with just that green tint to the sky. By the way, there is no day-night cycle here. So just be aware of that. It's going to be the same time. It's going to be kind of like a dusky type look all the time. Mobs are going to spawn constantly and by the loads, by the way. As you'll probably see as we move through this area, and we got a Kill to Depth School achievement. But there is a lot of mobs here. A lot. And we got the Hunt Begins achievement. Also worth noting, the ghoul zombies that you see, like the kind of greenish ones, they're going to attack normal zombies. This is another mob, by the way, that's in this area, the Skeleton Goliath. Keep in mind that if you don't have really good armor, like, of course, we have all these buffs and wyvern gear and all that, so we're pretty well safe. But be careful of those Goliaths if your armor's not all that great, because if they do hit you, they do hit really hard. You'll also find a lot of Corellium gem ore in this dimension. A lot of it will be at the surface. It's really easy to mine it up. Of course, there are a lot of mobs, as you probably notice right now. Absolute ton of them. So depending, that might be a little bit harder to mine and everything. So there's also another mob. We'll probably end up seeing one sooner or later to find. And then also there's a few... yeah, see, those guys are fighting. I think that skeleton actually just hit him, though. Normally, it's the ghoul zombies will attack the normal zombies. And they actually prioritize the normal zombies over you. So, don't be surprised if you're being attacked by them and then they just switch off and go attack a zombie. Here's one of the structures that generates above ground. Basically, it's just got a chest in it and usually pretty nice loot. As you can tell, this is not bad at all. Heaven sent, huh? All right, so we'll take all this stuff that's even like remotely uncommon. Dark steel sounds good. We'll take the iron too. We might as well. And we'll just throw it all in the bag. The main things we're going to be wanting to do here, as far as progression wise, I'm going to do a bit of grinding here off camera for certain things. Because of course we can upgrade all of our altars, our sacrificial altars, all that stuff. We can upgrade with materials. Oh, here's one of the other mobs, Spectral Dragon. This is the other mob that we haven't really seen here. Basically, this is like a miniature ender dragon. It can fly through terrain and phase through everything. And it's going to attack you. Now this, once we get to the boss for this dimension, you will see that more. And by the way, this blue stuff is not water. This is liquid corellium. And if you jump into it, you will get the corellium plague, or the corellium plague debuff. So just keep that in mind. Don't go playing in that. It doesn't really hurt us because we have all these like super buffs, but it can be kind of dangerous. And there's a mini boss, Pete. You will see a few mini boss guys. You can actually find these in the overworld as well. They can spawn up there. Alright, not bad at all. But there's a few different named ghouls that you'll come across, you know, as you play through the mod. You can find them in just the Darklands, in the overworld, but you can also find them here as well. So, and then the next thing that we're going to need, there's actually one thing I forgot to craft that we're going to have to go back and craft really, really quick. Okay, so the thing that we're going to have to craft in order to actually progress in the Wasteland area is we're going to have to get ourselves what's called a Staff of Rending. And this is going to be pretty important moving forward. Eventually we'll have easier ways to get this stuff, but for now we have to use the Staff of Rending. So the first thing that we're going to need is a Oblivion Gem. We need this. Okay. And then just like that, gets us our Oblivion Gem. And then, actually I shouldn't have thrown that in there. I like to keep that on me when I'm messing with abyssalcraft. So our Staff of Rending, it's fairly easy to craft. More of those shadow gems, of course. Like I said, you do use a lot of those. And now that we've got that, let's go ahead and head back to the Wasteland. Okay, so to use this, what you're going to do is you're just going to right-click mobs with it. Now this can be used as a weapon with a left click, and it does do a decent amount of damage. However, what we actually want to do is right-click the mobs, and it's going to build up energy within this staff. So, basically it has to build up to 100. Like for example, if we take a look here, you'll see it's 37 out of 100 Abyssal Wasteland energy. So what we have to do is we have to get it up to 100 in order to get an essence. So we'll just get a couple more of these. It really doesn't take too long to get an individual one. However, to actually upgrade our Necronomicon, which is what we're wanting to do with this, we're going to need 8 of these. So I'm going to show you, we should have the first one about now, I'd say. Let me get a couple more here. 94. Okay, 94 out of 100. And this can actually be upgraded as well as we move forward. But see, we got the Abyssal Wasteland Essence. So I'm going to have to grind up 8 of these, because what we want to do is we want to upgrade our Necronomicon to the Abyssal Wasteland version. Now it takes the Necronomicon and then Skin of the Abyssal Wasteland. And this stuff takes the Corellium Plagued Flesh and then one of those Abyssal Wasteland essences for each one. So we're going to need 8 of those essences and then 64 of the flesh. So give me a minute while I get all that stuff together. Okay, I got that stuff gathered up, but one really quick, I want to show you these big towers will actually generate as well. And if we go all the way up to the top here, there's really nothing in the middle of them or anything, but the top is always going to have a block of diamond on it. So if you need diamond, this is a good place. You can come here and get it, especially if you have flight. But really, I'm not too concerned about diamonds. We have thousands of them. So, anyway, let's head on back and get our Necronomicon upgraded. So, very, very exciting. Very, very, very exciting stuff. So, we're going to need all this Corellium and our Wasteland Essence. Get our skins, and then surround our Necronomicon in it, and we'll get our upgraded one. Now, keep in mind, this will purge all the energy that's in your Necronomicon. You're going to lose it all. And we got the Knowledge of the Wasteland achievement for crafting that. And this actually will have some additional stuff like the Abyssal Wasteland information and the rituals and things like that in this. Alright, and now we need to actually make a new ritual altar. So if we take 4 of those Abyssal stone blocks, we'll get the Abyssal bricks. And these are how you're going to make the next altar. Now this altar has to be set up in this world, just like the altar that we made previously, but it has to be done with these bricks. It can't be made with cobblestone or something like that. You actually have to use the upgraded ones. And you'll find that as you progress through this mod, you kind of have to do a lot of the same things, like make your altar and you know, your portals are going to be specifically only for that dimension. We'll get into that later on. But anyway, that's how we set up the altar. And now we just need to get a few things together for the ritual really, really quick that we're going to be performing. And then we'll be all set. Okay, so the next thing that we want to do is the Ritual of the Sleeper, and I've got all this horde of guys. There was a Mr. Wilson, mini-boss guy. I need to get my ender pouch back. It would make life so much better, I think. Oh my gosh, so many mobs in this place. I mean, we could always build like an interior location or something, but I don't know. Anyway, you're going to need liquid Corellium. You're going to need 4 pieces of gold. Set out on the altar. Then you're going to want an enchantment table. And then a transmutation gem. I don't think... I wonder if this would work with a damaged one. I don't know. You could always try it and see, I guess. And then you're also going to want 1000 PE in your system. Let me kill these guys here. And then what we're going to do is just... Okay, yeah, maybe it doesn't work with the damaged one. Okay, then we're going to shift, click that. And it's going to do the little ritual as per usual. And get ready for this. Aha! The Fallen has returned. Asura the Fallen Dragon Boss. And by the way, you'll notice that this thing... This bow is like super slow. I'm probably not going to use it. We'll just melee this dragon. If one of those dragons fly near it, the spectral dragons that we fought before. Whoop. Okay. If one of those spectral dragons fly near it, it's going to actually drain the health off of it. And I believe every 25% health that you get down, it actually gets its regen speed decreased from draining off of those dragons. So, you'll notice the health bar changed colors once I hit 75%. It does behave pretty similar to the Ender Dragon for the most part. It does do more damage, in my experience. So you do need to have pretty decent armor to take this thing on. Luckily, we have all these like super resistance buffs and everything. It does kind of simplify bosses for us a bit. We need a new ranged weapon. Alright, so now his health bars turn yellow once he hits 50%. You'll notice he is quite resistant to damage, so it might take you a little bit. Now, if you had a good bow, like I used to have, that new Wyvern bow is super, super slow, though. Okay, there's, yeah, see, there's a Spectral Dragon that's flying up and healing him. But for the record, you'll notice it's trying to kick his health up a little bit. Okay, he just hit red now. Those Spectral Dragons actually have to use their own HP to heal him, though. So if they heal him enough, they're going to end up killing themselves doing it. And you'll notice now he's actually regenerating slower than he was, from 50 to 25%. And you can, if you so desire, you can go burn those spectral dragons down, or you can just let them kill themselves. I'm just going to let them kill themselves, but it's just personal preference. And, aha, 1 down, 2 more to go achievement. So that was for killing Azora. Oblivionaire hates you, you know? And, oh, in text it says, Azora, Azora, you will pay for this, mortal. Besides, you'll never get past the Dreadlands. Have fun digging your own grave. Alright, so anyway, he is now dead. You'll notice a lot of XP gets dropped if you want to grab it. Let's see, what do we end up getting up to? 40... 50... Yeah, about 50. Is about half the XP of an Ender Dragon. And you'll notice we got an Eye of the Abyss. That's what we were after, was the Eye of that boss. We also got some refined Corellium ingots. We got some garbage crap, too. And then we also got some flesh and different things like that. And an epic shader grab bag, apparently. So anyway, the last thing... What happened? Okay, it went right there. That eye we will be using to make the next key, but there's another thing that we're going to need. And we have to use these Power Stone trackers. Now, these work just like Ender Pearls do. You'll notice they fly off in a direction. So let's run over here, and I'll show you where they lead. Now, we probably won't get the key made today, because there's actually quite a bit of a ritual. If you look in here, you can see... Well, we need a transmutation gem, and then we need the Dreadlands infused Power Stone and the Eye of the Abyss with our gateway key. And 10,000 PE. Okay, so we should need to dig down right about here. It should be about the right place. And we're going to get party members joining us here. And let's see, what Y level are we at right now? 44. There we go. So you'll notice it's pretty much a replica of a normal overworld stronghold. However, I really like these bricks, by the way. We will possibly use some of them in our building. Oh, we just found a chest. It's got an Abyssal Knight pick, an Ender Pearl, and some refined Corellium ingots. So we'll go ahead and grab that. Oh, we got a transmutation gem. Those are actually nice to find. Transmutation gems really aren't that hard to make, but anytime you can stop yourself from having to do a ritual, I will take it. I will definitely take it. Let's see. And that stuff, generally, I don't believe transmutation gems, I don't believe you're going to find those in overworld chests at all. That's pretty much just for... oops, that's just a normal door. That's just for the abyssal chests. So, would be nice if you could just open up a normal dungeon chest and be like, oh, hey. Got, here we go. And so we've got an abyssal zombie monster spawner. I'm going to go ahead and grab that, actually. I want to throw down these. And you'll notice that instead of having a portal, we have a Dreadlands infused Power Stone, which is very, very nice. Oh, this crap. Oh, this crap. There we go. Okay. So anyway, this is what we were after. You can just break this. It's not a problem. It will take you a minute to break it, so that's why I do suggest you clear out the room. And you'll get, now that's 1 odd rock for finding a Dreadlands infused Power Stone. And they do actually look pretty cool. I don't believe that you... No. Okay. You can't make a decorative version. But that's what we're after. And so that's what we need the Power Stone tracker for, and all of that is to find that Power Stone. So, anyway, now we can feel free to head back. We've pretty much done everything that we need to do there. I mean, as far as progression-wise, there is still, you know, you could still explore and mine and all that good stuff. But we've got the Eye of the Abyss and the Dreadlands infused Power Stone. And the Transmutation Gem. So really we just need the 10,000 PE. Actually, I'll go ahead and grab that really, really quick. Shouldn't take too long, honestly. Alright, so now we just have to do the ritual, which this does have to be done in the Abyssal Wasteland. So we'll put our key in the middle, and we'll do our transmutation stone here, our Eye of the Abyss. Gotta kind of lure these guys away for a second here. We'll put that right there, and then we'll do our infused power stone right here. And then click it with our 10,000 power. And we'll give it just a second. And ta-da! We got our key. So, this key does have to be used in the Wasteland. But I am going to wait and use this key next episode. So, or not next episode necessarily. We might do something else. But you'll notice that we can still make our normal portals all over the place. And get our Abyssal Stone, of course. And once you get over into the Wasteland, you can actually make either portal. It'll change depending on if you right-click or you shift-right-click. We'll get into that, the next episode that we start doing abyssalcraft and go on to the next dimension and everything. But next episode, we may get back into a little bit of tech stuff. Because there are a few things that I want to set up for that stuff. But anyway, I'm going to end out the episode there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, I'm just going to make portals for days. If you enjoyed it, though, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already for more daily videos. And yeah, so I hope you guys join me for next episode. And until then, as always, do take care, and I will see you then.